How you doing, people? One more time, it's Justice. This time here, I'll bring you a little something like close to home, for these girls. Dang, you like, I don't know, I already know. Six chakra, all them girls on YouTube or a third eye, wherever you want to see, talking about a sixth chakra. There's no six, three sixes. There's no six chakra. We deal with sevens. We deal with sevens, girl. We have perfect synchronicity. Seven is perfect synchronicity. 211, 711. There's always seven. 1, 2, 7. 7, 11. There's no six chakra. We have seven chakra focal points, cluster masses in our body. Because of seven, where there's an eighth, it rises over our head. Like like a halo, whichever. It's an eighth. Doing special work, which all you know is into the arts. 8 means special work. So there's those 8 things. Those things are like over a girl's head now. Because like this symbol, these symbols right here. This one here, on a focal point. Sometimes whatever. Those things are strong in a girl's midsection. On a 4 or 5, I said, I'm 4 or 5, The stomach is 4, and then 5, then 5, the chest is 4, and the midsection is 5, 4 or 5, in the middle, you say in the middle, period, but yet, like, the 7, the chakras are right there, I guess the 6 will be in your nose. That's why light is more stronger in your nose. You said 6 chakras, but we have 3. We have 3 in our head. We have 3 in our head. So those things are unreal. In actuality, a girl who uses a pearl tongue, they don't mean no 6 chakras, because they feel things. White light strong in their pearl tongue. When you see the white light in their nose, they'll see the 6 couldn't be a 6 when using your vagina. There's a difference. You have to use your vagina. It doesn't really feel. Like Katy Perry. You see the midsection on the 5 on the ledge. You acknowledge you have to jump. But it's beautiful. And the chest. The chakra is strong, and girl, that's what it is. In the 5, 4 or 5, the 4 is similar to 5. The big breasts, you get dug, like old girl, they have on Family Guy, have the secretly when they have the breast enlargement, but the 5 is, which we would see, 4 or 5, periods, those things are there, But yet, the light in your stomach, the light is in the girls is what we need, it's because in the middle, white light. Get off the 6, the 4 or 5 is right, Either way, it goes like this, in the beginning, chores, you don't do chores, especially a girl knows, like, beat down, like I mentioned before, they were smart with the flashcards, like the flashcards, like now some of the cell phone chipped out or something, but either way, in a relation, they were smarter, so deep down they know they're smarter, so they don't feel right. If you tell a person, you have to do dishes, to got you trash out, whatever. We're going to do more in the home, The goddess comes home and do whichever, because I'll get to it later, the morning, on the weekend, weekdays, it's simply strong the strong days. Either way, they don't feel right. So like you tell a girl do the dishes, you know, and I feel right, I got your dishes, you gotta be sure to be able to share these things, you know. So yes, like, you know, we do these things when we're supposed to, we're able, when the things benefit us. You know, like when your nails are dirty, you know, you want to do the dishes because you shocksters, you know, you shooting things, you shooting these things out. I mean, period. You hear and feel, you know. So you need your nails clean, and so those things correspond naturally. Irrigation, they say irrigation, you know, like false water, but you say irrigates naturally with us, you know, when we is one with each other, you know. We don't get her to get her, no, we together, to get her, you know, on the focus and to get her, we together, you know. So those things are those things, you know, from the beginning, you know, alright. So you feel, you know, you'll feel these things like morning love is like the first day. Girls started first. Morning, Manic Monday. It's Manic Monday. Girls handle business on the Sundays. You know, 7 on synchronicity. Billy Idol. You know, Money. You know, this is 6. The first fantasy. You know, I'm here for you. Keep you young. That's Billy's thing. You know. Either way, morning love. Girls in first. Two is a guy's number. You know. Tuesday. So the morning love is good on the 7th, perfect synchronicity. On the 2, a man comes in on a Tuesday. So on the 3, on a Wednesday, it's no wind there, because on the morning and the 2 guy we never synchronized. On the 7, on the Sunday, they feel each other. So there's no Wednesday. This is wind. This is another day. There's no wind there. Thoughts come from the east. Everything in the arts is east, wind, white light, the cheese. They say cheese, gold, yellow is always the east. So there was no gold there. So you're too thirsty on the 4 for a Thursday. On the 4, you're too thirsty. So Thursday is a 4 day. It was a 4 day because we handled our business with the wind, seeing each other on the 4. So you have to be thirsty. So on a Friday, you don't fry. It's a 5 day. It's a 5 day. Friday is a 5 day. You fry. You burn these things in with each other. See our colors and our energy. We have to burn these things in because we already seen our colors. That's something that I mentioned before. I came all these things at the same time. So the 5 will be a 5 day. That a Friday we burn things off on the 6 there's no 6. The 6 is Saturday. It's 6. Everything SAT is safe. the SATs, satellites. So those things burn out our energy, which we are to come together on our focus, on the 3, on our focus, on our focus. Like I said, like on the water boy, this girl, they had the focus. So the 3. So we focus. So on the sixth day, we both have our focus. So we come at unison. So we intercourse because we only have to work like 4 days. The 5, 6, and 7 are days off. We handle our business as a unit. Instead of running like ants in a column. You know, we're not ants. We're not ants. We're not dogs. We see our colors. So we don't have to go around, running around doing nothing. So on those days, it's a natural, spiritual world. We see these things. So you don't have to worry of those things. But he said, this is wrong, it's wrong. So on the 6th, it's a 6. Saturday, Satan Friday. You don't be Satan Friday. You don't be satisfied. You be intensified. We see our focus on each 3, and we're there. On the 4, 5, we're in there. We feel ecstasy. We fizz on. We feel the fizz without the ecstasy. We fizz. So we're perfect on the 7th. We relax. The kids we do all these things on the 7th. The things are perfect. On the 7th day, everything has to be perfect. On the Sunday, we're perfect with the sun because we on the 5. We focus on the 6. On the 6th day, we all have a 3. Our focus on our 3 because the guy started on the 2. The girl started in the 1. We all synchronicity on the 7th day. So we have to go to church on a reason to heal yourself. At church and help. We're leaders, of course, But those days are the days. Those days we can't have a weekend. with those systems. We have a strong end. We have to see ourselves have a strong end. If it comes on the chakras, all the girls talk of 6 chakras. There's no 6 chakras. There are 7 chakras, or focal points of denses, masses. We focus on the color and energy. Period. I mean, or the first has to be the feet, the toes, like Kunta Kinte, your foot cut off, for the tree, or you running. Either way, the foot is the first, okay. And then the knees, like a TIE fighter, is 2. We do 2. And 3 is a midsection. If the girls knew how to use the proton, the white light and shoot, and they got the neutrons in his balls, you couldn't pass those things up. Okay, these 3. And the 4, the 4 is in our guts, 4 in the middle. The 4 is always the middle. Like in Bruce Lee, you don't get into like fighting, just the fight. You get into a fight for equilibrium. Any person tell you wax off, wax on. Mr. Miyagi, Milky or whatever, or Karate Kid. You wax off, you wax on. You wax off, you wax on. You get all, you do real things, wax on, wax off, wax. Either way, you get through these things, okay, you fighting off the conga line, you see the lies in the third realm, so you do the 4 in your middle, the 5 and 6. We have 3 chakras. We focus in our head. You will see these things, the 5th, 6 is the 5th is in our, the 4, 5, our chin, you have the chin, the chin is a chakra, I mean, the 4, 5, the 4, 5, the 4, 5, but the 6, the 5th, the 7th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th is in your head. The 5 is if you know your jaws, like you see over Jordan, or you go for the he knew he's 2-3. He's 2-3 for a reason. He knew things. He studied. But yet, if you don't feel these things, either you inclined to believe in anything. All right, the 7th is the third eye. The 7th has to be the third eye. The 7 is perfect synchronicity. It has to be 7. This has to be 7. The 6, you blow off the white light, is most universal, like Tabitha or Bewitched or whatever. White light, The 5, if you actually do those things, you feel it. Your jaws, on the side is red, on the truth on this side, and this side is blue. We change our blues, but you will feel these things. You feel it. So you would know on the halo. Hey, eighth is this perfect. And we know perfect is perfect work, special work we do on which we are. That's the 8th number. We all know the 8th number in the arts. 8 is the special work we do. So the 8 is circling over your head, so you can't make any mistakes. And these chakras, girls need to know, because these things are breaking us down because there's no weekend. We have to know where we are. One with Earth. This is 25 of Zeppelin, where they got robbed on one of the best shows ever. On Madison Square Garden. On a 4. They robbed their hotel, but yet it was speaking. I don't believe you. It's 25. Booty girl. We need the booty. Period. But if you don't see these things, we can't see the booty. D is the pussy savior on stay, D, the pussy savior, that's for later. But you will know if you see these things.